Right then guys, let's jump straight in, shall we, as Bitcoin chooses a bit more violence today. And seems to want to find a little bit of demand, can it? Right then, hope everyone is really well. Hope you're having a good start to the week. A little bit of a boring day yesterday, wasn't it, with price action wise? Well played to anyone that was hedging a little bit of a position short in these little deviations out. That one was from Sunday, and then that one was just a little bit later on yesterday. But yeah, as mentioned in the video earlier, zero demand in the books until now. Okay, so just starting to find a little bit of demand on BTC. So we'll go through a few things on Bitcoin first as normal. So stick with us. Let's have a look at some key levels. All important, all seeing eye, OBD, to be honest. We need a bid in the market, okay? That is it. Lack of data really in volume and stuff, but we will have a look at that also. And then now that BTC is moving down, this potentially makes for better trading coming into the next 24 hours with FOMC tomorrow and the Fed rate decision, doesn't it? Okay, so big J Powell, big old big dog J Powell taking the stage tomorrow will kick in a certain amount of volatility again, I think. Bitcoin will do Bitcoin things. So, you know, if Bitcoin falls to demand and we start to bid this down here, you know, it starts to look real good. Open interest gets nuked. We've had a flicker of negative funding, but nothing amazing, all right? But, you know, it'd be the same old play for us, really. We've got the data. I don't give a shit about US interest rate decisions. I kind of do because the market cares, right? But in reality, if we get a position before those decisions and then we move up, it's one of those cases, isn't it, where people go, oh God, J Powell, yeah, he's sending the market. Well, no, he isn't, because you have to go and find that demand to then put in that reversal first anyway, don't you, you know? Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news and all that shit. Right, so let's jump in. All I just wanted to highlight straight away off the bat was the order book changes for the main order books, Binance, Spot, and I've had a look at Perps as well, and it's similar. And because there has been a lack of bid, you've got massive liquidity gaps, and you can see it anyway. Look, no resting limit orders, all these little gaps where there's no resting limit orders, no activity in the books. So as always, it doesn't mean to say that market orders can't come in and start striking up a bid and pushing price. But we've got loads of liquidity gaps, so it could get quite wicky down here. Wicky. Sounds like a song, doesn't it? Right, let's go to the full window because I just want to concentrate on the order books at the minute. Because as I say, yeah, we basically need a bid. Right, what's up, Serkan? What's up, Vendetta? Yeah, jump in the chat, guys. Look, we'll have a look at all the usual stuff, shall we? Pure raw data with the TRDR console. Grab a link from below if you're unfamiliar with this console. Where the hell have you been and how are you trading? Are you trading the old green and red dots from a certain trading view market indicator? I hope you're not. I hope you're trading real raw data. Grab a link from below. Right, so let's jump in then. And this is basically nice to see, okay? So Spot are coming in, okay, as Vendetta quite rightly points out, little green cross there. So we're starting to get a spot bid. I think this is an area that we can potentially look to play. What percentage? I haven't checked the price. Check the price, son. Yeah, little bit lower. Grind this area out. It's not a massive wall, this one either, to be honest. So I think we can maybe look to play this earlier, especially for a day trade or a bounce. But I do have to say I'm not completely convinced just yet. Okay, so 80k. Let's just call it what it is. 80k is your nearest demand zone at the minute. Big round number. I don't particularly like trading round numbers. So we'll either cut it and we'll get in a bid just before 80k, or we'll cut through, come into some of this lower zone, lower liquidity, and we'll go from there. But right now, let's call it as it is. Spot market with 80k. You can see the next biggest market, which is Binance Perps. They're coming in with a little bid, okay? But hardly anything, yeah? it's just hardly anything. And this is what we're noticing earlier on, and from the weekend, obviously, as well. That, look, I don't care that there's a hyperliquid 350 million short. There's no bid in the books. End of. If there's no bid in the books, you need to fucking go and find it. Even the selling here really has not been that aggressive. It's just we need to auction price, you know, you need to go and find that bid. And that's what we're doing now, okay? So as price comes down, we're finding a bit of demand. We'll see how committed these guys actually are. Perps, not so much at the minute. Oh, just pumping up there, 38-40 ratio, just like flicker. Okay, so no big levels on Perps. We've got 80k on Spot, so let's see if we can hold this zone. I don't know if this will ramp straight up because we've certainly got no bullish divergences, I don't think. We'll check that in a second, you know, even just between on a lower time frame between this point and this point. I will go and check that in a second, but I don't think there is. Right, Coinbase are bid, but they've got no levels until 75, right? These guys are just not even interested. To the extent they were part of the selling over the weekend, they sold into that high on Sunday afternoon that nearly liquidated that bear whale from Hyperliquid. They were selling into this zone yesterday evening towards the end of the US session as well. And they even dropped a couple of offers here at 84.5 just in case we rose up again today. So there is a bid in the market, but no big levels protecting this zone. Right, Kraken, they have filled some bid, but again, 75, they're looking at 75. Not much edge from there. Qcoin are bid. That's nice to see actually, because these guys more often than not, whatever you think of the exchange, they do get it right and are quite often on the right side of the market. Just flicking through some of the other perps, I don't think there's going to be much edge there. The only thing you could have said that BitMEX will prepare to really sell into this US session, and that is some quite nasty red cloud shit going on from those guys. So they're not entertaining the idea of certainly of pushing this back up yet, and if you do bounce, they're certainly ready to sell a bit more. So that is your main levels. It's been a slow 4 days. Yeah, this was Friday where we were looking at, so just on a 15-minute basis, this was Friday where we're looking for a rise up. It would have been really nice, wouldn't it, to just go and straight crack that 88k level, but it wasn't to be. Yeah, it wasn't to be. And it was even nice to see that over the weekend, when we started to push up here, these guys were just vying for a little bit of an offer up there. and then even higher, and now they've just started to rotate down again. So it's one thing to look at these, I'll call them higher time frame levels, you know, where you've got 75 there, and then this guy or girl's put 88k there and there, but you can trade the levels in between. You know, maybe this is a bid we want and we rise up. You know, potentially a good day trade here, so we'll keep an eye on it. 80k, yeah. I think funding and open interest is pretty chilled. There's nothing to speak of really, and this is why I think it's been a very, very slow stair-step down market. Okay, no giganukes, because the open interest isn't there to giganuke people. The funding's been pretty chilled, so we'll see what we get. But if I just show you volume quickly on a 15-minute basis as well. Yo, what's up, Fabio? Fabio says, just trying my praying. Praying? There's no praying. We've got data, sir. We've got data. You don't need to pray. Vendetta says, feel bad. Hyperliquid closed his short 835. Oh, did he? Yeah, I mean, it's quite predatory, really, isn't it? Because, you know, you can drop a short on, the whole world can see it now to a certain extent. I mean, you can see sort of, you know, just go check your open interest and shit on central exchanges. You can tell where people are shorting and stuff, but it's quite predatory now, isn't it? Because you've got that big short going on Hyperliquid, and basically, you know, it advertises to the world, doesn't it, or the, you know, the crypto Twitter world, that there's a big short on, and so all you noobs will just go, oh shit, right, I'm going to short as well then. And yeah, I'm not surprised we get these spike ups like we did there. But yeah, just to say on the volume, there's not a lot to see on this. It's been absolutely dead the last 24 hours or so. Perps market slightly coming off, spot market coming off. We know that because there's not been a bid, okay? So no real aggressive selling. They've just not been bidding the market. Open interest is pretty chilled here, I would say, but funding's just coming up just as retail longs start to come in here. So you haven't got the full recipe for a really, really good risk-reward long right here, right now, I would say. That is how I would summarize BTC. We're getting some spot bid. Even perps are coming in a little bit. I think you can bounce, but it's certainly not the recipe I particularly like, okay? I would like it to just come down a little bit lower. And if you think we're at 81.4 at the minute, and your risk reward is going to be just under, a tickle under 80k, just see if it'll come down a tiny bit more. But as I say, I think, yeah, funding is chilled. Open interest, very chilled here. Let me just go to a 1 hour basis. Yeah, it's all quite a chilled market. So yeah, we just need that bid, and then we might be able to do a bit of business. So let me go to a 5-minute chart. Yep, so not bad. 88 ratio on Coinbase, 70 on Binance, 34 ratios on Perps, but they haven't got anything massive. Yeah, I think we can look to play this. I would like lower, to be honest. I think we can maybe play this, but yeah, let's see what we get. So you've had a group spot. It'd be nice if you come down and get an aggressive BTC Diamond into this section. That's going to be the trade to take, really, I would say. So is there anything else we need to look at on BTC? We could have a quick look at classic TA charts. Yo, what's up, everybody? Jump in. We'll have a quick look at the TA charts for the nerds. Okay, I'm just going to look at 4 hour and 1 hour because we had a look at the higher time frame earlier, didn't we? So yeah, I'm not calling this a range because you have been down trending really, but I do like to pull a fixed range in certain zones and just see where the value is. Okay, so you're coming into the 4 hour value area lows here. Big order block a little bit lower. Wicks, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Friday Wicks just under 80k. If we could get that, that'd be very, very nice. So let's go to, yeah, then, and you can just see where you've come from. Okay, so we couldn't take the monthly VWAP, you couldn't take the bigger order block, you were stuck under this confluence of all the monthly open and stuff. No demand, pushing price up, you need to rotate down. So let's have a quick look at the 1 hour. Okay, so just a little view there of this 1 hour range that we're potentially forming. But like I say, higher time frame, yes, we did break down from a weekly and a daily structure under the range lows and are moving down. But yeah, one hour range that I've just got a quick pull from here. You can see there where we just tapped out over the weekend and down. This is obviously going to be your value area low, isn't it? Okay, so value area low here. So let's see if we can get some bid in this zone. 80k, just under value area low, so that could be quite nice. Okay, so certainly want to watch if you think we're going to range a little bit more, if you're a range trader. Bottom of your box is 80k, so you want to be bidding in this zone if the bid continues on the TRDR console, okay? And let's see if we can get rotations up. And yeah, that's going to be your sell zone. Yeah, but we'd certainly need quite a big bid to get back up there. Right, quick check of what stocks are doing. Oh, okay. Right, tech stocks. This was quite green earlier, actually. Tech stocks and some stocks. I know we're only like an hour or so into the US session, so I'm not going to call a doomsday, but that is not looking good, bruv. Your fart coin and your Trump coins ain't going to go up when the rest of the market's going down. That is for sure. And forget about your peanuts and your moondangs. Right, economic calendar though, let's just point this out while we're in trading view. Tomorrow, Fed rate decision, okay, so check local times. I don't give a flying fuck about this, but the market will sometimes move on it and offer us volatility, okay? So given if it gives us volatility, that is good because that is what we live and breathe. Yeah, give this a bit of time. I've got a feeling this might take a little bit of time to grind this area out on BTC. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for confirmation down here, which is our 1 hour. We'll call it a 1 hour range, all right? We can play it for sure. Looking for a bit of confirmation down into this 80k area. When was the last time we were down there? Yeah, we've been here before, haven't we? Okay. Okay, the bid looks, it's actually, and if you see this, so this is why you can play these zones, you know, because everyone's got their eye on these lower levels at 75, everyone's got their eye on that 88k when it popped in, but you can day trade and play these zones, you know, look at that from 80k right up into the weekend of Friday night, 84, 100, really, really nice day trade. Go tell your missus or your bloke that you're the best crypto trader ever because you've got all the data from TRDR. Shorts, take profit. Shorts, take profit, shorts, take profit, or if you're favouring the longs, you know, same thing. There's been nice trading both ways. It's a real trader's environment at the minute, and especially with the data we've got. So Fabio, you don't need to pray, sir. We've got it. We've got it all here, all right? So look, now that we are moving down then, this is what I generally like to do. So priority is going to be Bitcoin, yeah? Priority is Bitcoin, but because we are moving down, I want to have a look. Are there any alts that are falling into demand zones, okay? So that's what I'll do. If you've got any you want us to look at, all right, just jump in the chat and give me a shout. I'll just see if there's been any alerts going off. Bit of DeFi from Arve. AVAX is getting some triggers, but it's a bit of a shit coin to trade, to be honest, because it doesn't really do much volume. Holding not bad, but I don't, yeah, there's not much edge in the books there. So let's go through a couple of the others. Sol order books have been shit, unfortunately, really shit. Spot side and perp side, they've been really dead. It's almost like no one's trading it. It's not an active order book. So as much as I like to trade Sol, BTC and the bigger coins, yeah, we need a little bit more from Sol to give us that best risk reward. And if in doubt on Sol, I would say just wait for your alerts to trigger. Wait for your alerts to trigger and then review from there, to be honest. The nearest large top levels are still down there at that like 118, and then someone's hiding a big fat resting limit order there at 110 actually, but I don't think they'll get that in one clip. So Sol order books have been a bit shit. ETH, similar, okay. We're still getting the triggers and the alerts. Probably at similar times to when BTC does. So group spot bid has been giving ETH a little bit of a bounce, so keep an eye on that. No major big levels on ETH again. You know, and these are resting limit spot orders. You know, whoever this was, 1770, then they drop one to 1700. That's fine. You know, they could leave that order in the books for weeks on end. It doesn't mean you're going to straight blast down and go there. But yeah, order books on ETH, a little bit shit as well. The better order books have actually been on stuff like Litecoin. So love it or hate. Oh, nice reaction there. If you're an old Fauci trader, look at that. Beautiful. If you're a scalper, these are the sort of things you want in. I'm not particularly a scalper myself, but yeah, LTC order books really nice. quite a candle, that, isn't it, for LTC? But, you know, again, your risk reward has to be in and around your working zone, which is the top levels. Yeah, okay, so at the minute, I prefer LTC to come down a little bit further. If we can dig into this demand zone down here, near 84, 85, then that will be a lot better. Let me just check volume on LTC, see if there's much edge. But yeah, really good order books. Look at this. Really, really nice. It has actually been destroying the supply side a little bit. Volume, let's have a look at volume on LTC. Quite flat price action, not too much edge in volume, and open interest is a little bit high. If it was going to have an absolute mega send, I'd prefer that open interest to be a little bit lower, to be honest. But yeah, so keep an eye on LTC. Really, really good order books. You know, if you can get a bid down here as BTC sells, you know, if you want, that's if you want two trades of the same direction, you know. Hopefully some of you guys have still got some hedge short positions. But LTC's been really good. Rune, a little bit dead after we got those good trades last week. A little bit of a dead market. I don't think you really want to be hooked. I mean, it can certainly go further, but if you just day trade and just get in here, get out, get in here, get out. Really, really good order books from Rune on perps. And again, if you see anything like this on some of the bigger assets, it's an absolute fire and forget trade. Let me just reset that and go and have a look at what else is going on. But yeah, drop in the chat if you need me to. What's up, Max? BNB, what's up, Julie? BNB seems like it's about to break up or down, sir. Give us a direction. So BNB is hitting some supply. It's had some quite big supply up here. If anyone was just scalp shorting it, you've probably done all right, but you're not getting too much out of the market on BNB, to be honest. Perps got, yeah, Perps doing a bit of selling there. They've got a level at 605. Yeah, directional. BNB seems like it's about to break. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can maybe look at higher time frame structure to see what it's doing 4 hour or 1 hour, but it's certainly in a supply zone. I don't think it'll be ready to break unless BTC does, obviously. The only thing I would say on BNB is, with it being quite a big on-chain and central exchange coin now, it can be quite scammy on these kind of levels and walls and pump past them. And sometimes BNB, like you can see, doesn't give a shit whatever Bitcoin's doing. It will just do its own thing. So do kind of always prefer the longs on BNB, to be honest. And you see you've got a really, really nice trade out of that one if you took it. Short side BNB trades. Can't remember that I've had a really, really good one before. To be honest, I think there's better coins out there to trade if you can find them, you know. One coin to keep an eye on, and it's not actually hit the level that I wanted it to for a short side trade. Let's have a look at it now, is OM. OM is in an absolute perpetuals supply zone. Okay, someone really, really wants out this market, so you know, keep an eye on that. That's all I'll say. 7.34, 7.33. If you can get up into that zone, it starts to hit some really, really good offers. Let me just make sure I've got it in my alerts here. Do I have it in my alerts? No. Let me just put this in. Oh, I do. Can't see it for bloody looking. Get your glasses on, Nick. Right, save that. Yep, so not going to trade this unless it goes a little bit higher. It's quite a percentage away, really, but I was hoping it would have got there by now before Bitcoin starts to turn. But we'll see what we get. But yeah, keep an eye on this one. If you see markets that look like this in the console, set some alerts, and yeah, could be a good one, that. Fabio says, do you use just diamond and double band alerts for BTC? I've got I've got the diamond, which is the OG original. Okay, so you've got to have that. This one is the same as a diamond, but just add in Coinbase Pro USD. All right. So if anyone's asking me why I've got that one, because Coinbase Pro is quite a good market. I would never trade it on its own. But this has got Confluence of Binance, the next two biggest markets, so I quite like that one. So yeah, Diamond and Group Spot, yeah. And then I don't have double bans on BTC because BTC's the biggest market, and you can just watch it all day long. I'll see if it gets double bans. And the overlay ratios are one thing, but I really want to see there's a top level there, you know? So, yeah. And then if you want it as well, which has been quite good in the sell-offs, when we're really, really selling off and coming into big demand zones, is the BTC Double Diamond, okay? So that's just double ratios, which is quite a nice one. Any new alert cooking? No, I was working on the liquidity and OI RSI has been quite good, but it's rare that that one hits. It's just when the order book's nuke along with the open interest on an RSI metric. So you can laugh all you want about an RSI metric on BTC, but it does work quite nice actually. And then did I have some Delta King, which is more to do with the perpetuals market. Let me just show you. And I need to refine that as well. So that last triggered, I can't remember. It just tells me when it's based on. Let me just sort this out. It's loading up and lagging, isn't it? It's based on basically all the deltas from the delta alert that I created. Oh, we've got a little bit of a freeze, haven't we? Let me just load that back up. Little refresh, hit restart. So it's probably because I was scrolling across trying to grab all the data. So the deltas is based on this one. So open interest delta, volume by side delta, an order book depth aggregation delta, obviously, and you can see I've got my parameters here. So I want to see when open interest nukes or open interest rises to the red, and the same with volume by side, and I want to see that in the order book as well. So I've added that to an alert. I can share it with you. But to be honest, when did it last trigger? I can't remember. Let me add it. If in doubt, you can just add it on here. So let me add that on. Can't remember. On the perps market. Not sure why it's showing up. I cleared my log. I might have cleared my log or something. Anyway, it basically gives us these parameters here. So let me share that with you in the chat. I'll share it now, and you geniuses might be able to even. You geniuses might even be able to improve it. Discord is broke. People are they in Discord? I dropped it in the main chat. Let me just put a tag on everyone. Live. Let me just tag everyone in the Discord then. And if you check the events in Discord as well, you'll have seen that you'll have actually seen that the event today is cancelled. So when DK is not on, for instance, I'll cancel that event. But yeah, try that alert. You guys might be able to improve it for me. That's it's quite a nice one to use the deltas. I know some of you guys are really into trading the deltas and stuff. But yeah, probably needs a bit of improvement. Right, so perps adding a level in there at 80k as well on BTC. Just notice that has just popped in, so you'll be able to see that on your order book changes if you went and had a look at it. So yeah, let's see if we can get a bit more demand here. It's dropped off. Spot's dropped off. Consistent 80. 77. Yeah, might be a zone we can play. Let it come down a little bit. Let it cook. Let it cook. Right. Other coins to look at then. Let's have a look at Doge. Nothing to see on Doge. Pepe, order books are dead. Cardano, nice level on Cardano at 6.5. But obviously, if BTC and the rest of the market bounces first, then Cardano will, to be honest. Don't really trade Cardano or XRP. But obviously, want to keep an eye on them because of the absolute bollocks that is the USA reserve. What's Polkadot doing? Yeah, that was not a bad short hedge yesterday, actually. If you've got your correct stop placement, you shouldn't have been stopped out on that, and it just dribbled down. Very, very slow mover, but yeah, what's OM doing? Are we rising up yet? No rise up on OM yet. Stacks, there is a big perps level a little bit lower. Let's go and have a look at that. A little bit of lag today. Or there was. Have they pulled it? Let me just refresh that again. There you go. I don't know why it does that sometimes. If you do ever get that, it's sometimes to do with the browser or whatever. Some browsers work a lot better than others. You imagine there's a hell of a lot of data processing through here. But yeah, big level on STX. So if BTC comes down a little bit lower, I'm looking to play this zone, okay, this zone on STX as well, because if BTC hits demand and we get a bounce in the next 24 hours, I want to play some STX as well, because it's been a little bit of a slow market. So happy to have a look at that. ENA order book's a bit messy after last week's. I think that most of the guys in private chat on, don't know if any of you guys are in here, let me know, played ENA last week. I know a few of us in the private chat got in ENA last week. It was one I certainly took profit on over the weekend, because shit coins like this will just drop to zero any minute, but it was a nice one. FOMC today, and Big Whale misread the market and closed down out of fear. It's FOMC tomorrow, sir, I do believe. FOMC tomorrow. So Tuesday, nothing on. Wednesday, later on in the day, it's 6 p.m. my time. There, Fed interest rate decision. Yeah, different times. Yeah, I would ignore the hyperliquid. What stock's doing? 3%. Let's have a look. I would ignore the hyperliquid shit. It's all a scam and psyop. Well, it's not, because it's all on chain, isn't it? They're definitely putting that position on, but you know, it'll get the masses short, and then he takes the position off and bids the market up, and you know. Anyway, right, what else do we need to look at, guys? Is there anything I'm missing in the altcoins? What's holding up well? Ton is holding up well. Again, if you remember, Ton coin last week had some news about its founder, which was here. Show me the chart, I'll show you the news. Same again from Ton coin. What's TRB doing? TRB's in beast mode. Absolute smashing supply. Don't ever short stuff like this when it's just the alerts are just popping off. Yeah, TRB is in absolute beast mode, onwards and upwards. Other coins have been a little bit shit. What's Teo doing? Nothing. Uni. Yeah, let's have a look at a couple of others. Near. I see this quite a lot on Near. Whoever plays the spot market on Near, they always drop these orders in. They never fill them, and then they just pull them. I don't know why, to be honest. Is BTC having a little bit of a bounce, is it? Yeah, not bad. I don't think this is the it could easily come back down. It could easily come back down. Yeah, you got a couple of percent to play with there for execution of trades. So whether you're gridding like limit orders in here, or whether you just want to watch it for a little bit of violence and market ordering, that's obviously up to you guys. Yeah, FOMC, yeah, 28 hours. Yeah, I mean, the typical play will be for BTC to fall to demand, get a bid over the next 12 hours or so, bed itself in, rise up a little bit, so ideally we were away from our risk position, and then FOMC kicks in and we get that volatility kick up. That'd be good if we're going to go long, you know, if we're going to go long. Jup, yeah, I do watch Jup now and again. The spot order books have been a bit crap. Let me have a look there. Is something new in it? Is there something fresh? Ah, nice. Yeah, 4-5. So it's a little bit of a way away, isn't it? That'd be interesting to see if we can get close to there, though. Yep, I'd have some of that. Definitely. I would have some of that. So 4-5. I'm interested just to check it on the old trading view levels, actually. Just bear with me. 4-5. It's going to take out. It's a bit further down here, isn't it? Let me have a look at a 4 hour. Yeah, it certainly wants to fill some of this wick space then, doesn't it? I guess that's what that entity is hoping for. Yeah, fill some of that wick space, double bottom, back up. That'd be really, really nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, jup's quite good. In fact, let's 4-5 was it? It's died down here though, isn't it? The 1 hour chart looks as if it could take forever to get down there. Okay. It might not get down there in one clip. But yeah, certainly a good one if you do get any spikes down there. Sometimes it's maybe even worth, I don't know what volume it does, to be honest. It's not amazing, is it? Yeah, it's not amazing volume, but you never know. You might just get one big spike down while the market is doing its own thing, fill, and it's straight back up. You know, I've seen that happen before, certainly. Rude Soup says, looking for 8k 4-hour range play. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Right, other coins. Come on, OM. I just want a big spike up on OM so I can hedge a bit of a position up here. Really, really nice. Does hot air rise in the fat coin hemisphere? No, it doesn't. I was away from desk a little bit yesterday. I was watching fat coin in this zone. I think you could have played scalp day trades up on fat coin if you see these bigger entities start getting involved in perps, as you see here. Certainly can. Let's have a look what Trump's doing. Trump is downonly.com. What did Trump hit? What did it tap out at? Was it, you know, in that first weekend, was it like 70k or something? 70k, sorry, $70 or something, was it? Madness, wasn't it? Right down to 10. The sell side has been quite good on, look at that aggregated sell side on Trump. It's been not bad, actually. Yeah, not bad at all. Sol starting to find a bit of a bid now as the rest of the market does, so that's good. 119, 120 on Sol-ish, maybe a tiny bit lower. Let's have a look at what the trading view nerds are saying. So 1 hour basis, you would, yeah, take these wicks, basically, take that liquidity there. Let's have a look. Any 4 hour order blocks? No, not really. It's all about filling a bit more of this wick space, isn't it, from last week, to be honest, which is healthy. Healthy to do that, isn't it? So this is your area to do business in. Really, really nice charts. Really, really nice charts. Yeah, looking for 76. 76. Where does that 76 take us then on BTC? 78. Yeah, I mean, of course, it'd be nice because it'd make better trading to go straight down to 76, but I don't think you're going to get there in one clip. You know, it was the same as this sell-off here. Down to here, and of course, you all want that little bit lower, don't you? But it's not, you're not always going to get there in one go, and that's why I prefer to say to everyone, look, just trade the levels in between, otherwise you're going to just be sat on your hands doing nothing for the next 2 weeks. You know, this 1 hour / 4 hour range we are forming to form, you know, grab some of this wick space here. If you can get in, you know, demand in the books in this value area low, that's the play at me for the minute. Really, really easy one. You know, a tickle under 78, sorry, 80 would actually be really, really good, I think. Whiff, yeah, Greta, yeah, nice one. I saw that actually. Let's go and have a look at that on Whiff. But while I'm here, so what we're saying, 0.43. 0.43. Ooh, yeah, brings it right down into that 1 hour order block as well. So that'd be good if we can get a little bit of violence on Whiff as well. Does the hat stay on? So that makes sense. So that is the way I like trading these charts. So Whiff is actually not a bad chart now. It was horrible a couple of months ago, and for the last 2 months, it's actually getting a little bit more active now. So yeah, Greta's saying in TRDR, there's a new wall at 0.43. Where does that bring you into? It brings you into this 1 hour order block here. Let's just grab the old, yeah, you know, you love it. Let's grab the old fixed range. Yeah, so value down here in that 4.3. It's obviously having a little bit of a bump now, but for anybody that's really, really patient, that's going to be the one to trade. So then let's have a look at it. Let's go and check out Whiff. Let's have a look at Whiff. Have I got it in here? Yeah, there. Yep, there you go. So demand zone. So So the classic TA is telling you've fallen into demand zones, you fall into value on what is potentially the 1 hour/4 hour range on WIF, and the order flow is telling you, yep, you are as well. You are as well. You've got demand here. So yeah, WIF could be quite a good one. Yeah, just nuke all this liquidity down here. That'd be really, really good. Let's have a look at the top levels. Might have to get it on the low one. Low. Yeah, no, it's not showing up, is it? It's probably just quite a small order. But yeah, WIF is potentially going to be a good one, I would say. Not much to offer in volume on WIF, to be honest. But yeah, that's going to be a nice one. Is BTC bouncing still? Let's have a look. 5 minute. Yeah, we're getting a bounce. I won't get too excited by this. Don't chase green candles. You should be bidding into the red candles as they come down. Aggregated debt 570 million, so it's not amazing. If we start to hit 1 billion in this region, so double this, that's going to be really, really good. But yeah, 60 ratio, let's have a look. Consistent 80 ratio on Coinbase, but no levels, as I say. Perps, cheeky little orders trying to push price up. Look at that. Cheeky buggers. Is that they're going to push price up before Nick gets in, aren't they? No, don't chase it. I think we've got a bit of time here. I think he says as price just skyrockets up, fills this CME gap up here. Yeah, so still got a CME gap. I'm not a gap trader. I don't give a shit about them. Price will go and get liquidity where it needs to, but you've got a gap at 85,905, so that would be quite a nice one to go and take in the next 24 or 48 hours as well. But yeah, I'd prefer to come in and just finalize the demand first. That would be good. Right, any other coins we need to look at? I can check my alerts and stuff, and what we'll do is we'll go check the screener. Aave, spot double bands. Keep an eye on Aave. Big demand zone for Aave. What's perps look like? Okay, Aave. I need to keep an eye on Aave then. Could be a nice trade, especially if some levels come in. Any other alerts going off? Bonk is getting a bit of spot bid. AVAX again. We know about AVAX. Maker is in a supply zone, is it? Oh god, what was that? No, ignore that. Big demand pushing it up, isn't it? Right, so look at the... So let's go to the screen then. Check what's happening. Just have a quick drink. So there's new CME gap at 83,725 and 83,995, is there? I'll trust you. No, I won't trust you at all. I'm going to verify. What a nerd. Let's verify. So where's these gaps? That little one there, overnight gap. Yep, okay. We've got to 30 minute. Yeah, tiny, isn't it? I think the weekend gaps are the better ones. It's a tiny little thing, isn't it? We might go back. I mean, that could sit there forever, couldn't it? I prefer these bigger weekend gaps. But even then, I mean, just trade the bid ask, trade the data. Trade the data. All right, so have a look at this screener there. Now we're missing out on anything. Is everyone enjoying the screener? I certainly am. Still refining. Right, let's have a look at what perps bid have we got. Popcats bid. Some of these are always bid, so again, you do need to filter them down. Nothing too exciting there. Near might be... We looked at Near, didn't we? But I might have to just check on Near a bit, because what I tend to do on these, like I explained in the video before, is I'm filtering it down and refining it all the time. But like with Rune last week, you know, you'll always see certain coins that are always in here, right? But if you then see a certain coin with a big bid or ask, and then for instance you want the open interest to be nuked, that'd be better to float price up, and then, you know, cherry on the cake because it got some negative funding. If you see something in here that you're unfamiliar with, you know, you filtered it down and you see something you're a bit unfamiliar with, like I just saw Near, didn't I? So yeah, you know, open interest down, it's well bid on perps, slightly negative funding, just go and have a look at it and see if it's worth worth a look at. Not really. Messy order books. Yeah, messy order books on perps. So we'll forget that one for now. Let's see what else we got going on. Rose, okay, Turbo, yeah. ID has been like this for a while, and it's a shit order book. So if you see ID with low open interest and this negative funding, I think it's been like that for over a week, and it's still just not moving much. It's following the rest of the market, to be honest. What else we got going on? Onder. Okay, let's have a look at Onder. Again, a little bit of a messy order book. We don't have a spot market, unfortunately, so again, I would probably just leave that one. Right, spot market, so Jup, again, like pointed out in the chat, very, very bid. 91 ratio, double band ratio, so down on volume. The volume delta's down. Yep, really, really nice. I just prefer a top level to be in here as well, for a little bit of invalidation. BTC moving up slightly here, so you might get a little bit of a push up, but yeah, I mean, it's had these 90 ratios before, as you can see here, and it gets a slight reaction, but nothing amazing. It's probably going to follow Sol, isn't it? ARB, let's have a look at ARB, maybe. ETC, yeah, not bad. Let's have a look at ARB. I've not looked at ARB in a while. Get him slightly pushed up. Let's check the perps market. That's a mess. No edge. This is why the screen is great, because it's just so quick now to just check certain things and just filter out all the chaff and then go and have a look at it and say to yourself, do I want to trade this or not? You know, sometimes you will just get something will just really stand out. You know, sometimes something will really stand out, like Room did last week. You know, even if you just take one trade a week, and it's the Room trade for 10% or something added to your derivatives portfolio, really worth it. Really worth it. What else is going on? There's quite a bit of spot bid going on in the market, but nothing majorly exciting. I think we need a bit of resolution on BTC, and even BTC's in the top 15 or so coins that's actually bid at the minute, as you can see there. I'll just go a little bit lower, see what's hanging around a little bit lower. Even ETH is there. But yeah, Jup, maybe worth keeping an eye on. FXS, I've looked at this quite a lot. I think the order books are messy, but we'll go and have a look. And I think FXS is actually, yeah, I think it pumped up last week. Yeah, big trend on it. Yeah, not a very good chart, to be honest, on that one. Not a very good chart. Yep, time saver, exactly. You know, and especially looking at perps, just don't forget that perps markets, especially on a lot of these shit coins, will constantly say bid. So that's when you need to just refine it down a bit. You know, maybe you add, you know, you can add your spot market in here, have them together. I just like them separated at the minute. You know, and like with a trade count as well, just to see what, you know, what asset is really being, you know, under your radar, so to speak, and not really trading much, and then all of a sudden you're seeing its bid. It's got, you know, negative open interest. As I say, cherry on the cake would be negative funding, but then just see if the tick count is right up more than usual. So we'll have a look at AR. So there's obviously quite a lot of activity going on AR, but unfortunately for us, the order books again, and you will find this on a lot of charts at the minute, some of the order books on many alts are just absolutely bag of bollocks, to be honest. Right, come on, Bitcoin, a little bit lower, please, sir. Please, crypto gods. I think with Bitcoin, it might be the usual thing where if we don't get any resolution right here, right now, it's probably going to be towards the end of the US session, unfortunately. Or Asian Open, they've been getting some really good entries, haven't they? But yeah, value down here could be quite good. And then we'll hunt anything else if we're going down there, because we're already moving down, so you need to have a look at a bid. Let's check what BNB's doing then from those offers. Not much. Yeah, everything's following each other, isn't it? You want this stair step down. LTC is going to be a good one as well, like mentioned. You want this stair step down really into demand. Calm market, and then we might get some violence the other way, which is going to be best, to be honest, I think, for FOMC tomorrow. I've got no strong opinion on FOMC tomorrow. I can't remember what the last dot plot was. You know, I'm not up for trading FOMC unless the position comes prior, you know, unless the position comes prior, as in if we fall to demand, FOMC kicks in hours later and you rise up, well, that's where your risk reward is, you know. If you get some kind of volatility and we really sling price up to, you know, beyond the CME and into these offers up here, then that is obviously, you know, you need to be positioned for that, and we'll take those shorts up there. If the supply is strong. Perps market, what's that entity doing? It's not bad. It's not bad. 700, 500 bitcoins, not bad. Some chunky, some of the chunkiest orders we've seen since last week. Where they were holding it up over the weekend. So filled this entity filled here, just like went back there. That was a good one in the perps market. So dropped a little bit lower, which you can get, filled those guys, and then up. Nice day trade back down. Was watching this one at the time as well. They filled, price got supported. That's what you want to see. Looked like it was going to get supported all weekend, and it would have been nice to rise up to this zone, wasn't it? But it just, yeah, it wasn't to be, and here we are. So, yeah, right. So jump in the chat, guys. If you've got any, guys and girls, if you've got any questions, drop them with the console or anything, or if there's any charts we need to look at, or if there's anything I have missed. I think volume still will probably be coming down. Yeah, nothing to see here really, to be honest. You want the volume to start coming up with this low open interest and that funding down, the same old cluster down there really. That'd be the cherry on the cake. But priorities, we need this demand to hold if you want a long. Okay, if you're not bothered about longs because you think we're going to nuke straight down to 75 in one clip, then yeah, keep some short position on certainly. Because we have only had group spot bid here at the minute. Okay, nothing much else. Quick check of. Yeah, Nvidia 3% down, couple of hours into the US market. Obviously, everything's quite down, to be honest. What's them little green gems? Yeah, there's not much. There is not much in the green on the stock market today, so it could be a little bit of a risk off 24 hours, you know, before FOMC. And we all know that crypto's been kind of lagging anyway, hasn't it? So let's just do it. Let's confirm that demand lower, and then we'll see if we can bid it. So let's summarize on BTC then, I guess. Unless you guys have got anything, don't forget to grab a free trial link from below for the console. The guidance that this weapon of a console has been giving us is absolutely brilliant, from the bid side, day trading, to take profit or hedge your position short. It doesn't get any better than this, all right? None of your shitty trading view indicators are going to give you this kind of order flow. So let's let's summarize then, right? So now that we are falling, okay, and we're falling for no other reason, you've got more sellers than buyers, or you did have. There was no bid in the books earlier, absolutely no bid in the books whatsoever, okay? So we need to go and find it, so we're falling, okay? First area of interest is going to be 80k, all right? If we can just tickle under there as we gather more bid, so if you imagine we're at 550, 560 million aggregated book depth at the minute, we all know that's nice when it goes a little bit higher, you know, 900 to a billion, that'd be really, really nice. If we can just grind this area a little bit more, that'd be really, really good. Drop the open interest, as we do just have a few retail longs popping in here, as we saw on volume, okay? At the minute, though, the weekly open, and I know we're only 2 days into the week, has been generally support for the last 24 hours. Just consider the potential that this might actually become a little bit of lower time frame resistance now, okay? So it might come a little bit of resistance. We go and chew this area up before we get any further pop and go to absolute infinity. That'd be really good, wouldn't it? And have a little eco bubble, as people like to call them, eco bubble bull run into the end of May. Selling May go away. Got to be done. Everyone goes on holiday. So yeah, let's see what we get. 80k in validation, but if we can get a tickle under there, that'd be really good. With that being said, your bigger level is down at 75, but it's the same as saying, well, your biggest level up here that's just dropped in is at 89k. Are you going to get there in one clip? Either side, to be honest, in this kind of low funding, low open interest environment. You know, quick look at BNB then. Yeah, BNB, it's in supply. It's in supply. Not a lot to say on it, and it's a slow mover. And the thing is with BNB as well, it has been quite trending up quite aggressively. So the thing I'd say about these kind of coins is, for instance, if BTC is going to drop further, then Sol and ETH and a few of the others are. If a coin's trading strong, like Rune has been very strong, yeah, BTC might drop, say 6%. BNB might just hold here, okay? It might just hold. So don't ever think, right, BNB's in supply. I think Bitcoin's going to drop. You shouldn't be trading on thoughts anyway. It should just be the data. But you're saying BTC's going to, I think BTC needs to go a little bit lower to 80k. BNB's in supply. Right, I'm just going to short this then. Don't do that, because more often than not, this will be stronger. Your risk reward is up here. So the purple little flowers are the old Fauci alert. This one, I'll share it with you. Short side, Fauci, which is basically spot doubles, as you can see in here. So 1 to 2.5, 2.5 to 5 with one top level. Okay, top levels there, and then your ratios. I'll share that there for you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, BNB certainly is in supply. It can drop, but just be careful with it. More often than not, it tends to hold up a little bit well. So yeah, that is, I think that's it really. I want to try and play this zone. I'd like to get a little bit lower. We've had a group spot bid there, so we could float up, hit this weekly open, and then maybe roll over, okay, and then confirm this zone. That'd be really good. Watch for the aggregated depth to build up. That'd be nice. If we get a nice build up of aggregated depth, you know, is the open interest come down even more? Have we hit some negative funding again? Okay, we were pretty negative funding over the weekend, so that could happen quite easily. Coinbase Pro, they've got a bid, but no top level. So if those guys start to drop in a top level, that'd be quite good as well. Qcoin and Kraken are quite bid on the spot market here. Perps have only just started to get interested, but there's no big level from them. So they're just flirting with, I've just got a couple of double perps band depths there, okay? So they're just starting to get interested. So let's come down and just confirm where they are. Right, so if anyone's got any further questions or you need anything and you didn't want to drop in the YouTube chat, just find us in the socials, the Discord or the Telegram. I think the links below are for those as well. All right. Don't get caught up in chop. Be patient, okay? Be patient with your execution. I'd like a little bit further down if we can get it. If we just float up, I couldn't give a shit. Let's get a little bit further down, okay? Maybe you get some really nice bids in the next couple of hours on BTC, pre-FOMC, JPOW comes in, everything's absolutely mega bullish. There's stock sell-off today as well. And, you know, everyone will call it hindsight, won't they, after FOMC and say, oh, but, you know, it was bullish or bearish, and you know we can see the data. You know, that's all I'm saying. But look, I think today could still be a little bit slow. I think it'll be Wednesday, Thursday are probably going to be our best trading days. So I'm going to watch for a bid a little bit later on into the US session or the Asian Open tonight, okay? I don't particularly want to stick limit bids in here straight away because this level's not that big. I'd rather watch price action come down and confirm a little bit more demand, you know, get a BTC Diamond or something in this zone. But, you know, it's not to say we can't float up over the next few hours. Group spot bids have certainly been giving, you know, a little bit of value on the day trades there. All right, guys. So, look, join us in the Discord tomorrow. Back on Thursday as well. Probably do another YouTube on Thursday, I would say. Similar time. I'll just try and pull it forward a little bit by half an hour so we get a little bit more of that volatility on the live if we can. All right, guys. So, look, have a great week. Another live session Thursday. Discord lives as well. Wednesday and Friday. And then I'll do another video update. But I'm always around in the social chats if you need us. All right, guys. We'll speak soon. Cheers.